What is going on? In today's video, we are going to build a market maker that trades algorithmically 24/7, 365, and it doesn't matter if price goes up or down. The goal is to make money going both ways. I'll explain it to you on my Twitter. So essentially, like I said, we're gonna build a market maker, and it's gonna be an algorithm that looks at BTC prices 24/7, 365. It doesn't matter if the price is going up, we win. Price goes down, we win. And if the price goes sideways, we also win. This is why we really like market makers. I've built a few of these in the past, so I'll be able to fly through this. It still might be a little bit longer, so if you want to tap that like button to save this video or subscribe, please do so. I will show you all the code here in this process. And yeah, you can see one of my bots here running below. Finally, we see some losing positions because I swear my last like 5 videos, it's just been unrealistically good. Thank God we finally show some losing positions so you don't just go out there and run my bots immediately, right? I teach this stuff so you can learn how to build bots and then put in your own strategies. But anyways, enough about that. Let's dive into what we need to build here today. Let's go ahead, and you can see I have some inputs, but I actually don't need that one. Size, I'm just gonna use a small size for testing. Let's do 3. Sleep, I don't need it. Symbol, UBTC. You can see that we're connected to Femex here with the ccxt.femex. Pretty easy to do. You simply just put in this don't share config and all that good stuff, just like that. And then some other things we need to bring in here. We want to have a percentage from low to high, and we're going to put that at 0.35. I'll dive into that later. The close seconds, I'll also dive into this later, but we're going to do 60 times 47. And position size, we already have size of 3, which is good. Max low to high. So this is just parameter I'm putting in order to make sure we don't trade in times that are not good. Time frame equals, we'll do 1 minute for now. We might change that to 5. Let's say number of bars equals 180. By the way, if I'm going super fast for you, I'm sorry, but there's a lot of code here to do today. So I just want to dive in. Max risk 1000, stop loss percentage equals 0.1, exit percentage. But what I was saying is I put all of the code in the bootcamp. There's a link for that below. Max TR equals 550, quartile. And I know I'm not explaining much of this right now, but we will. Price, time limit equals 60, and sleep equals 30. Okay, so these are the things that we need to put in. Like I said, I've built something like this in the past, so this is what I do every single day. I build new versions of algorithms that are doing well for me because I want them to do better, right? And that's why I love this game. It's like a video game. Essentially, every day, like for example, if you're playing FIFA or Madden or Call of Duty, every time you log on, you want to do better, right? You learn that people tend to hide behind this wall. Well, okay, now I know that's a good spot, so I'm gonna go find them at that wall. Right? So same thing with algo trading. I'm a big time gamer, so this is like my adult game. And you know, as long as you don't use too much money, it can be treated like that. And then once it actually works for you, then you can scale it up. So the first thing we want to do is bring in a kill switch. Now, let's go ahead here. I have a kill switch here, so I actually don't need to bring it in because I have this kill switch in this nice func file. So let's go back to market maker, and let's say, should I bring it in? Let's do that. I'm gonna bring in the size kill and the kill switch. So these two functions are pretty useful. I'll explain them really quickly. You can see I need open positions still. We need to grab our open positions. Looks like I passed that one, but hey, we'll jump back to that in a second. But essentially this gets us out of a position when we need it to get out of position. So if we hit our max loss or our stop loss, we will get out of the position. So that's a kill switch. This is a size kill. This is like, hey, our position's too big for some reason. And that's just like a risk parameter, right? So for risk, if size ever gets too big, and that's why we put this right here, max risk. This is actually $1,000. So you can see we're only going in with size of 3, which is not very much. If we go over here, top right, Femex size of 3 is, leverage must be crazy here. Let's do like 5x leverage. Size of 3, $70 worth, costs $14. Now, like if my bot ever for some reason just went crazy on me and got into a position over $1,000, it would just close the position because it's like, okay, that's the max I want. Like if everything fails and everything goes crazy, which it shouldn't. we're gonna build it, and it never has, but I like to put risk parameters in there. So if it ever gets too big, bigger than max risk of $1,000, then just close, and when I get back to the computer, I'll look into it. So we have our 2 kill switches, which we do need. We also need to get our open positions. Let's go ahead and